This is so cold. Oh.
So many reasons why I want for you, my love. Now you I want to retire with my love. See I get the cocoa things you.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Taylor. If you're not, welcome back. It has been a while, I think a full month since I posted a video, and I'm gonna explain what's been going on and why I've been semi-MIA. So, and of course I'm gonna do my makeup because why not? There's no plan for the look. I just got all my makeup out. We're just gonna go with the flow. I've already done my skincare and everything, and I'm just doing the ice roller, which if you don't have one of these, I recommend you get one because oh my goodness. And I don't know why there's a red spot right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. I have no idea where that came from, but there was no pimple there or anything. But all of a sudden, since I want to film, it was pop up. Stupid, but I digress. So yeah, in this video, I'm just going to be talking about what's been going on in the last month, whether it's the new job that I've gotten, just being me, giving back to myself, and dating, because I feel like that's a lot of people's topic right now, and I've had a few questions asked, oh, what is your dating life like, and all that extra stuff. But anyway, we are going to touch on that. So, if you want to see what we got going on, let's start. So, let's get into it, shall we? So, of course, as y'all know, I always start with my brows. I never start anything else. Always start with the brows because that's just what I was raised on. We always start with the brows. So I'm going in with the NYX Professional Makeup Brow Glue. It's like in this little translucent color. Love it. It's literally like glue, and yeah. So I hit my 1 month at my new job, and without going into too much detail with it, I work for a dentist brand, and basically all I do is schedule appointments and answer questions. And honestly, I can say that I'm enjoying it. It's a lot more peaceful. It's a lot more laid back. And then I don't feel like I am stressed out all the time because I feel like I have to carry the weight of my team, because if no one else does it, who's going to do it? And I was always the one that did everything. And you get burnt out with that really, really quickly. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. The team is very laid back as well. Everyone's super nice. I work in a room full of women too. Like there's no men other than the IT guys that are there. And coming from my old job, it was nothing but men. Like I was the only girl there. So it had its moments where it was annoying, but like, it is what it is. That was too much. Okay. Yeah. And it's Monday through Friday, no weekends. And the company is actually really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm learning a lot with me only being a month there. So like my one-on-one with my manager, and she was like, hey, you've only been here a month and you are killing it, because we're supposed to hit like a certain percentile. I went above it because that's what I do. I'm that girl. So I went above it, and she was like, also you need to work on this. She said, but honestly, you'll probably knock that out within the next week, and will. And that's on what? Period. Because but yeah, so I have my brows carved out, and they're gonna just dry before I do anything. So of course I'm going to carve them out with my concealer, and of course I'm going in with my holy grail, and that is gonna be the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Tawny. Yeah, Tawny. Been using this stuff since I was 16. I will never not use it. So yeah, it was the 15th when I officially hit the full month, and I didn't even notice because it went by so quickly. The only downside I can say about the job is that the room is so cold. That's it. That's the only downside, because I haven't been really there enough to kind of feel no type of way, because like I said, everyone's been super nice. Everyone's been helping me if I have any questions. Interview, she was like, how do you deal with issues with your coworkers? And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, say you and your coworker has a disagreement. I told her flat out I don't do that. I don't have the energy or the time to argue with anyone. So that's pretty much it for the job part. I've been really enjoying it. Like I said, it's very less stress. I feel like I can breathe, and I feel like I can actually perfect my craft, which is content creating, art, crocheting and in reading. Like, I don't feel like when I come home I'm drained, unless it's like Mondays, because Mondays are the busiest day, like this call volume is high. But other than that, I don't feel like when I come home I'm like just dead to the world. I never feel like that. So I'm really happy about that. Oh, sorry. And then for the concealer I put on my eyes, it is the the e.l.f. Hydrating Cameo Concealer in the shade Tan Sand. Another holy grail. I will forever use this. Like, part I don't really have a look I'm going for. I'm just going with the flow because I haven't put on color in a while. I have 2 palettes. They're both by Morphe. So I have the Morphe 2 palette, which is like this normal, like just different shades with some browns, some golds in it. Then I'm gonna take the Morphe 35 wide Aerospace Artsy palette, which is like the beautiful like aura colors, and I like the blues in here, kind of match what I'm wearing. So yeah, like I said. So let's get in that while we talk about the dating portion. So dating, I've noticed, is different from everybody, and that's fine because that's the whole point of dating. It's supposed to be different. Now, do I believe that Disney movies and like other romantic movies kind of messed us up? 100%, because a lot of that is not how dating works. It's an idea, but it's not how it works. Because just because you may think something is common knowledge or common sense, someone else may not. So for me, what I've been running into is I'll be open about what I want, and then they'll say, oh yeah, they're cool with it. I'm like, okay. But then later down the line, they're like, well, actually, I just want this. What the hell? Then why did you know? What was the point? Like, there was no point in that. So what I've learned to do is just kind of be like, all right, whatever, it is what it is, because like I can't get mad because I voiced it anymore, because at this point it's just me giving in my energy, and I'm not trying to do that anymore. I'd rather just be patient and just wait and keep doing what I'm doing, and not just be looking for someone. I'm gonna just do my thing and keep going, because at this point I have boundaries, I have expectations, and I'm not lowering those standards. By the way, I'm just going in talking, just yapping. I went in with this little light shade just to set the concealer. Nothing crazy. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out because I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just playing around. So I think I'm gonna go in with the Extra Sensory, which is this shade, Extra Sensory, just because it's a pretty blue, and why not? So I'm gonna just take that same brush because might as well. I get approached by men that you'll tell them off the bat, like, hey, this is a boundary of mine, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't believe that I should be coming to your house, and we've never really hang out outside of wherever we met, or, we've only texted and FaceTime, and you feel like I should come to your house. I'm like, well, I feel like you should come to my house. Listen, if a lot of women became serial killers, a lot of y'all men would be gone, because y'all just be inviting anybody over. I had one dude tell me, oh, well, I just figured for the first day you can come over and we can play this drinking game. Sir, this sounds like a setup, and I am not comfortable. So he was blocked. I didn't even respond. I blocked him so fast because I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, is that what you take me for? I'm not saying, we got to go to a 5-star restaurant, but oh my God. Hello? So, yeah, like, those are like my boundaries. Like, I don't do that. Or when, this is no shade to anyone who's into this, but like the ones that feel like, oh, I'm gonna just flash my gun and show her I'm about it. I don't care about that. I'm a suburban kid. I'm a whole suburban baby. I don't care about nothing like that. If anything, I'm in fear of my life now, because why were you comfortable enough to show me that? And another thing that's been like, I've been noticing too, is that, so at first I just used to like just block dudes left and right. Like, if you go on my phone right now, you will see there are a bunch of numbers blocked. Just for a reason. Some of them are spam, but most of them are just, I just don't tolerate foolishness. But I've started to realize, like, it is what it is. There's no hard feelings. We are all on this journey. Let's just do what we do. And a lot of them still feel like, because y'all aren't dating, like, official or closed off, as they would say in Love Island, they're like, oh, well, can they still have access to you? And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I told you what I wanted. You don't want that, so why would I still give you access? And they're always baffled by that, which I don't understand. And why are you baffled? So we just gonna quit? Yes, we're gonna quit. Cause what? You don't want what I want. So, and the only way I can turn off my feelings is what? Disappearing. And I told her that one time. He was like, you just really be disappearing from dudes' lives? 100%. 100%. And it's no ill will, like I officially avoid them, like I automatically avoid them. It's just that we never cross paths again. And that could be the Lord's divineness, because I never see them again, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Okay, I'm going back in with the same palette, and we're gonna do the color Lucid, which is gonna be like this, like almost purple, but we're gonna do that. We're just gonna put it in there and just blend it. Because like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun and yapping. There. Feeling like in the blues. But yeah, and so right now I'm kind of just in the era where I'm just minding my business, just doing my crafts and not letting anybody make me feel less than, because I've done that before, and honestly it was not a good feeling. I had to have my cousin, and I'll post a picture of me and my cousin. She is my cousin, but she's like my best friend and like a big sister that I didn't want, but I needed, because yeah, it's hard out here, y'all, for a pimp. So, you know, you need that village. And of course I have my two other best friends as well, but I mainly tell my cousin stuff that I'm dealing with guys, because, you know, sometimes I need to hear from, what is that? I need to hear from somebody I know that will understand where I'm coming from or understand how I'm feeling. So it's just, yeah, it's different. It's very, very different in this generation, because she'll tell me like, this is not what I grew up with. She goes, I don't see how y'all do it. At this point, I don't know either. I'm just flowing with the wind. But so I think I'm gonna cut this. Yeah, I think I want to cut this. But what I'm gonna do though is go back with the extra sensory, and I'm going to just bring it down just a little bit. I feel like I can't really be myself with some guys I've talked to or tried to like get to know, because you tell a guy, oh, you like anime, and now here comes 1,000 questions on why they think you only like anime for the guy. And I'm like, dude, some of that is true, yes, like I like because of this character, but at the same time it's like, dude, I actually follow the storyline. Like I had a guy one time, and I'll never forget this. He asked me my favorite anime, and I told him it was Soul Eater, and he was like, what's that? So I told him what it was about, and he was like, well, mine is Fire Force. And I was like, ironically, I said, Fire Force is a prequel to Soul Eater. And he was like, how do you know that? I said, huh? I just told you what it was about. I told you the similarities on what's going on in the show, and I read the mangas. I know what I'm talking about. And they were like, oh, you don't really read mangas. Oh, you don't really read mangas. Don't piss me off. Like, and I had to explain it to my mom, because that was so funny. She's like, you don't tell guys you like anime. It's like one of your things. I was like, yeah, because they're weird with it. And not all of them. Not all of them. But most of them are very, 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 very weird with it. Like, and I'm not talking about weird where it's just like, oh, we should go to Comic-Con together or Anime Fest together, like this and that, or DreamCon. No, it's like they're weird with it to where it's like, oh, you're doing it for guys' attention. Sir, I'm the oldest girl on both sides of my family. I have brothers and one sister. Do you genuinely think I'm doing this for y'all's attention? I don't give a fuck. I don't, actually. I never cared. When I try to like tell a guy like, oh, I'm into this, you know, blah, 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 I get like a mixed feeling. It's like I either get, oh, that's cool, you little nerd, and it's like a joking thing, or I'm quizzed like I'm on, are you smarter than a 5th grader? Like, why do some of y'all do that? That's so weird. Why, and I distinctly mean, why is it when I tell men, oh, I'm not really interested, blah, 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 or I find out like, oh, you're married or you have someone, it's like, well, she don't have to know. Nigga, did you know that I can see you? Nigga, I will know, and I'm not that girl. Now, do I understand that there's some people out here that do that? Yes, and that's fine. That's you. But you can't get mad that some people be like, hey, I'm not really into that. Like, I'm not into that. and they be trying their hardest to persuade you, and you be like, bro, just respect my boundary. No means no, because no is a complete sentence. For y'all who don't know, it is a complete sentence. Leave her alone. If she don't want to do it, she don't want to do it. Like, it's okay. My cut crease. Still deciding on what I'm doing, guys. I don't know. This place, this is an older palette, but it's the Wahala number 2 palette, and I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Wicked. So yeah, we're gonna go in with the shade Wicked. Just take it right here. Just kind of blend it in right there. Like I said, I want to add glitter, but I still want to add blues. So yeah, given this is giving a Pisces mood. So I think that's what I'm gonna call this look, Pisces. Now it's turning out right now. I am, like I said, I'm trusting the process because I didn't have a plan. And Juvia's palette, and we're gonna use Gobe or Gobe. It's this one. Literally, this is what it looks like. Hold on, let me just show you. Like, literally like that. So, you know, do you see that? Period. But I will say it is hard to take off when it's time to take off makeup. So, thing is for me right now is just maneuvering, understanding what I like, what I don't like, what I'm willing to put up with, what I'm not willing to put up with. So, you know, nothing really to talk about. So, yeah. See how. Go back in with Wicked, and I am going to blend, because yeah, we're gonna blend, because that's what you're supposed to do. So the eyes are basically done. You see the glitter fall out, that's what I be talking about. But anyway, so the most big thing of my update I have is I'm learning to be myself more. And what that means is understand that, you know, in the words of RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how do you expect anyone else to love you? And for a long time, I've had a long love-hate relationship with myself because I never understood why I didn't like the same things that other people did. Like in school, I was very different. Keep in mind, I went to a predominantly white school too. So, you know, that was already a culture shock for me. On top of that, you know, that's when I started to discover different genres of music. And that was weird for me. For primer, I'm going in with the e.l.f. primer. My holy grail. If y'all don't know, this is what I normally use. This is a travel one I took to a concert when I went out of town, and I'm running out, so that's why you don't see me like putting it on my face like that. I have to like squeeze it out. I'll get more, but not right now. So yeah, never, one thing about your makeup friends and family, never forget to do your skincare and always prime. And if y'all want an in-depth skincare tutorial, just let me know. But anyway, so that's where I discovered like Fall Out Boy. Come on, 6th grade. Fall Out Boy, Evanescence. Well, I always knew of Evanescence. My dad is a big fan. Then we got Falling in Reverse, Disturbed, Paramore, which if you're black and you don't like Paramore, I'm gonna assume you just hate life because all black people like Paramore. Every black person I know likes Paramore. There's no reason you do not like Paramore. What's another one of my favorite bands that I'm really enjoying right now? Especially back in the day. My Chemical Romance, Gorillaz, which I feel like I've always known who Gorillaz was, but I really didn't get into it until like high school, and then like definitely after school, high school and everything. So, you know, and then I was also very, very into K-pop, but you know, back then it's not as cool as it is now to be like into K-pop and anime. Back then you used to get bullied for that, and I mean bullied. And on top of that, I already went to a white school, so I would deal with coming home, not by my parents or anything, but like just cousins. Oh, you go to a white school, blah, blah, blah. You're whitewashed and all that extra stuff. Like I was already called that growing up anyway. So, you know, it was always one of those things where it's like, well, I can't really be myself, so I would act a different way just so I could fit in, which never do that. In the words of Bernie Mac,
Boy, just be yourself. If people don't like you if you're being yourself, fuck them.
Yeah, so listen to what he said. You know, if you've never seen that movie, great movie. But anyway, so I can honestly say since turning 27, I've gotten to the point that I just genuinely don't care what people think of me, especially if I know I'm not bothering anyone. I'm just being myself and I'm not causing any harm or anything to anybody. So it's like, what's the point? Oh, for my base, I'm going in with the Halo Gold liquid filter. And as you can see, I just put it on my cheeks, my forehead, and my chin. So typically what I do before I add my foundation, because yes, I still wear foundation. Sorry, girlies. I blend this in first and then I throw a little foundation on top. But yeah, like I'm now comfortable to where I tell people, yeah, I listen to everything. And I'm like, what do you mean everything? Like, oh, you like that heavy metal? I do actually. One of my favorite heavy metal bands is Ice Nine Kills. Only because they make songs based off scary movies. Like my favorite one is a shower scene, and it's based off my favorite black and white film, Psycho, Norman Bates. If you know, you know. Love it. Or they're like, oh, you listen to the alternative? I do. Gorillaz, Evanescence, Paramore, Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance, Disturbed, Sleep Token. I love Sleep Token. If y'all don't like Sleep Token, you're weird. Like Falling in Reverse. What's that other band? The guy is a lead singer. It's a black guy and he's really, really good. The Home Team too. I'm gonna put that guy's name because you're probably yelling at me in the comments about it. But he's really good. It's like I found him on TikTok and he's really, really good. I really, really like that. I'm seeing a lot of Bring Me to Horizons, of course. What's another one? There's another one I really, really am obsessed with. Bad Omens. I have a list. Like I said, I listen to a lot of different genres. I even like it when it's in a different language. K-pop, for instance. First time I got into K-pop, 2013. First group was actually 2PM. It was not BTS. They were literally next. And the first song I was reacting to by my cousin Jessica, shout out to you if you're watching this. It was dope, and they were like, is this your first time with us? How do you know? And I was hooked from there, like, I mean hooked. So that wasn't a song that like made me super obsessed with them. It was actually Just One Day and Boy in Love, which they have said that they will never probably see that live again, which is so funny, but I digress. And then GRWM, It Was Just Right, and Girls, Girls, Girls. Now my list has very grown, so it's BTS, GRWM, Card, ATEEZ, Twice, Clock It, Cat's Eye, dang, it's another group. Definitely Cat's Eye. And of course some solo artists too, but like, those are the main groups I listen to. But ATEEZ and BTS and GRWM are up there, like, for real, especially ATEEZ. Like, I love ATEEZ, but I love BTS. Army Forever, OT7, but my bias is RM and my bias record is J-Hope, if you wanted to know those things, because yeah, RM was the first one I recognized. I'm like, who's that in the bleach blonde? And she was like, oh, that's RM or Rap Monster when I first met him. And I was like, I want to find out more about him. And then J-Hope snuck up on me, because how dare you, sir? Especially with his newest song, Killing It, sir. That's Jay. That's not J-Hope anymore. That is Jaquavius. Because what? What do you mean? Dude got his shirt off. Whole shirt off. What is this? A whorehouse? Period. But anyway. So I've been really, really just trying to be myself here lately, because it's like, dude, like, your life is short. Why would you want to hide and be weird about what you like? Like, I don't mind telling people, like, no, I like this. I like anime. I like to crochet. I like to draw. I like to read. Oh, I am using my Maybelline Fit Me Matte to Poreless in the shade 320 Natural Tan. Holy girl as well. I don't think I would ever get rid of Maybelline. I speak highly of them all the time, which they have commented on a few of my stuff. So manifesting, because listen, I want to be on y'all's PR. I really think I can be on you guys' PR. You know what? We're not gonna think. I know I'm going to be on you guys' PR. I know I am. Because why? Because I've been using you guys since I was 16. 16. First introduction to makeup was a little pressed powder compact. I had it. My mom didn't understand because she was like, why are you wearing makeup? Because I want to be me. I want to be different. So yeah. And a lot of that also comes with, you know, being okay with who you are. And for a long time, I wasn't okay with who I was because I just felt like I was different. I felt like I was weird. Like, I felt like I was weird. My mom used to say, yeah, I thought you were a little goth. I had to tell her, Mom, I'm alternative, if anything. But at the same time, like, I have my moments. And she didn't understand it. She understands it now. Like, she gets it now. But in the beginning, she didn't really get it. And that's fine because, you know, when you're young like that, you're still trying to figure out who you are. Even in your adult life, you still figure out who you are because you're transitioning from that lobe not being developed to now that lobe is developed. So, you know. Like, you see that? You see that? Like, it's shiny now. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to set it. But, like, look at that. That is a recipe for greatness. So, yeah, babe. So y'all seen on this channel, y'all seen a few of my pieces, so I'm not gonna show those. And if you haven't, they're on my Instagram and my lemonade and everything. But it's like, just because I'm single and I'm not doing like anything with anybody, like I don't have a roster. People are like, oh, you probably have a roster. I don't. I get agitated fast. That's another thing about me that I have to understand. Like, I don't like keeping a roster. That is so annoying. Because there are days where I don't feel like talking and then I got my phone blowing up because 1,500, I'm exaggerating because who can keep up with that? But everyone's texting like, what you doing? Sometimes I just want peace and quiet and I want to crochet and listen to an audiobook. Like, come on now, like please, I don't feel like doing that right now. Like, burnt out fast. I'm not even joking. I'm not. Okay, so as you see, I put on my concealer. So I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution Super Fix Super Hold Misting Spray. I sprayed this on while I let this sit, and then I blend it flawless afterwards, I promise you. Dry. See my fan? Period. I got it at Ross. I think it is a makeup fan. Yeah, it's a beauty fan. Should have had this when I went outside. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this dry a little bit and then we're gonna blend it. Yeah, all right, so now that that's done, I typically like to go ahead and set it. So I typically use 2 setting powders, but here lately I've just been stuck on this one, and it's one of my also favorite holy grails. It is the Maybelline Fit Me Deep 30 Loose Finishing Powder. Yeah, when I was working at Ulta, I had a lady approach me and she said, what's the difference between this and then there's the pressed powder? And I told her the pressed powder is more so just for you to use throughout the day. To keep on you. I said, this is when you first set it. And I told her, this is a trick. Get like a little powder puff like this. Of course, add the product on it. Take your wrist, put it like right here to get that excess. And then when you add it in, it's not a lot. Cause you see how that looks now? Yeah, like, she's like, oh my God, I never thought of it that way. I was like, yes, ma'am. And she was like, you know what you're doing? You know what you're talking about? I said, yes, ma'am. I said, I've been using this since I was 16. And the same lady, she asked me, she said, you would think, she said, I'm sitting up here really thinking like you got on like all the expensive stuff. I said, no, ma'am. The only thing that's expensive that's on me is my skincare products. And that's what I don't think people understand. They don't get that, you know, you can have all the high-end makeup, which is fine, but the main thing to make your makeup look really good is that skincare and that skin prep. That skin prep will make or break your looks. And she was like, I love how you're very into this. Do you see how like clear that looks and how shiny it's not? Like it's not shiny anymore. You see that? That's what I be talking about. Like it literally like sets it. Being yourself is like a very hard thing. People are like, oh, just be yourself, blah, blah, blah. That's kind of hard when you don't really know who you are, or if you genuinely don't like yourself, or you don't really know yourself. And I can honestly say halfway. I'm halfway there, because sometimes I'll be like, dang, that's me? Like, oh, I don't like that. Now I'm gonna go in with blush, and the blush I've been here obsessed with lately because I have different colors, but the one I've also really been obsessed with is the liquid blush in the Sauve Mauve. I don't know why, it's just been my go-to. But this one is like the everyday. So, because I feel like the dark pink would not look good with this mauve though, period. So, just add a little there. And I made a heart. Loving how this is coming together, because like I said, I didn't have a plan. I just want to play in my makeup. And to contour, and for contour, I am going to take the Halo Glow Beauty Wand Contour in the shade Light Medium. So this is what it looks like. Yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna go here, 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 and here. So I love the comments I've been getting from y'all here lately. I had one saying, "You're doing really good. All this extra stuff, keep the good work," or "I love your makeup," or "I love that outfit, where'd you get it?" I love the little community I'm building. I love it so much. Because if you would have told 16-year-old Taylor that, hey, you have a YouTube channel and yeah, you have almost 350 subscribers and you started late, but you still are doing it and people are loving it and your Instagram is blowing up too. And it's like, what do you mean? Oh, like, what do you mean? Are you serious? So now I'm going in with bronzer by Makeup Revolution. It's in the shade One Cool. I broke the lid, so that's why it's like that, but I still have it, so I just put it back on there just to protect it when I'm traveling. It's black. It's the NYX Professional Makeup Vivid Rich Mechanical Liner in the shade Black. It's like a little twisty, see? A little twisty, so. People are like, how you not poke yourself in the eye? I have. Numerous times. I think it's like muscle memory at this point. Going with the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. It looks like this. This is also a holy grail I would never get rid of. Like, using her since I was 16. I would never. My favorite eyeliner. Like, I swear by her. I have to be quiet when I do this, so. She looks good. I love that. Okay, I'm not gonna add the white because I know y'all noticed that I've been doing my hair. I don't think it needs it. I think that'd be too much. So now I'm going in with my mascara to prime my eyelashes before I add my lashes, and we're going in with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. So I've used her, if you can tell. She has been using, but I love her. She works. My eyelashes are long, but not that long, so you know. Finally getting comfortable. You know who has long eyelashes? Men. And it bothers me. Because why is your eyelashes long? Y'all don't even need them. Give them here. Like my little brother, he has long eyelashes. And it's insufferable. You're like, dude. Okay, so while I let that sit for a second, we're going to go ahead and do the lips. I know, backwards, I don't care. But anyway, so I'm going in with LA Girl's Perfect Precision Lip Liner in the shade Dare. If you know where to get these, beauty supply store. The Black Girl Sephora, as other people call it, because it is the Black Girl Sephora, because having everything I need, one-stop shop. What that girl saying, it's not our hair store if you can't buy the little $2 lip gloss. And she's right, it's not a hair store if I can't get my little anklets that I need or my toe rings. It's not a hair store. It's not a hair store, period. Anyway, let's line lips. Going in with the MAC lipstick, and it's in the shade Thanks. It's MAC, and it's like a gloss color. So here, let me show you. Yeah, I love her. For a little touch of gloss, I have Maybelline New York's Lifter Gloss in the shade Bass. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I've used her a lot, so don't judge. I love her. Then we're just gonna add a little gloss. Yeah, I really feel like a Redstone now. So yeah, there's that. So let's go ahead and add on the lashes. And yeah, I'm probably gonna, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it off camera because you guys have seen me put on my lashes before. So alright, So I already added my lashes and I added my earrings because listen y'all, this ate. But all I need to add is a highlight and my setting spray. So for highlight, I know it's staple. I don't even think they make this anymore, but it's BH Cosmetics Spotlight Petite Highlight. And I'm gonna go with the shade Eternal. No, let's do Vivid. So yeah, just gonna add that little glow. And the spray. So, what do we think? I hate that, cause what? This is giving Pisces. It's giving. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my yapping and me just giving you an update on what's been going on why the videos have kind of been a little stagnant. Yeah, so this is what's been going on in my life. I hope you enjoyed all the makeup that I've been using and you enjoyed this look. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe down below. Let me know in the comments what else you guys want to see or, you know, something you want me to try. Guys, I'll see you later.